Hi, my friends. Welcome to my page, DIY Crafts with Dar. Happy Thursday and happy birthday to me. Yes, today is my birthday all day long. So, how is everybody? Happy Thursday. We are getting through this week so quickly. Tomorrow, my hubby leaves for his little vacation. He gets to go spend time with his brother, so I'll have some quiet time. I am looking at this room thinking, I really should tackle this, but do I want to? Oh my goodness, can I get it all done in 3 days while he's gone? He actually gets back on Tuesdays, so I would have an extra day. But yeah, maybe I can. Maybe I can get everything out of here that I need to so that we can have a big sale. Who wants a sale? I have lots of really great surfaces that are retired that we could have some really, really, really good prices on. Yeah, you know my sales. Anyways, we are building a snowman today. What an appropriate day to build a snowman in the middle of summer when it is so hot in most places. And our fire is still burning here. It is only 25% contained. Yeah, can you believe that? Okay, let me put you down to our little project here. This is what we're making, this little guy right here. So I did get all of mine assembled last night and got all the white, got everything on it. I just didn't glue the bases on yet. Right before I went to bed, I got all my little white dots on there so that they could dry overnight. And then I just have to glue my bases on, and I'll have 8 of these guys. And then with this one, I'll have 9 to go to my craft show. So hey, that's a good thing. We need more product. Okay, I'm going to stand this right here because we're going to use that when we're painting. How is everybody? Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Okay, let me go to comments and let me go ahead and share this over to VIP group. Remember, our sale is going on through the end of the month for my birthday, and you will get 25% off of anything on my website, excluding the kits, because our kits are already discounted. So our monthly kits are already discounted. So they are not included in that sale for obvious reasons. So anyways, yeah, they're discounted more than the 25%. So oops, our kits are already. Hello. All right, guys. Let me go ahead and get myself up in the corner. Darlene, go to the corner. There you are. Okay. Hi, Sherry. How are you? Hello, Holly. Thank you so much. Hi, Laura. Yes, you want to sell. I want to do a sale. So that means I need to take everything out of this room and organize it. I don't even want to show you my room. You guys know how craft rooms get. That's how this one is. There's some piles here and piles there, piles everywhere. I could sing a little song, a little pile here, a little pile there, a little pile there. And Betty, I do have that's transfer you asked me about. Sorry, I didn't respond last night. I was working on my paperwork for bookkeeping really late last night. So, hi, Vicki. Thank you so much. Hi, Darlene Barr. Hi, Lori Walsh. Hi, Doris, my sister. Thank you. Thank you, Betty. Thanks, everybody, for the birthday wishes. Okay, let's get started on this little guy. Oh my goodness, there is no better time to make Christmas than during the middle of the summer. I'm going to put some new tape on here. Sometimes new people don't know how I do this. This is just a smaller cardboard piece. This is a Chocator piece that came off of a surface that I just saved. Kind of like this one is brand new. My desk is so icky. Maybe once I get everything out of here, I have another little desk to put behind me that I've never been able to get everything. Oops, there goes my white. My black almost jumped too. Get back here. That I can put behind me for putting more stuff, like samples and things. And I can be more organized, maybe. I don't know. anyways, if I do a sale, I can get it all ready and get it ready to go. And then I can ship it when I get back from convention. It's always a big process. And guys, if I do a sale and you bid on something, or claim something, I should say, not bid, but if you claim something, you better purchase it, because do you know that I have 2 boxes that I still have in there, and I'll include those in the sale somehow. There's 2 boxes that never got paid for last time. Yeah. So if you are one of those people that is doing that to me, stop. I don't want to have to block people, but if you claim stuff and you do not ever pay for it, I just can't have you on here. That's not nice. So there's a legit reason, and something tragic happens, and all of a sudden your car breaks down and you can't pay for that and crafts, then you just tell me, hey Darlene, I have this problem, I'm so sorry, cancel my invoice. But people that say, oh, I'll pay next week, I'll pay next week, I'll pay next week, I'm done with you. I'm done with you. Sorry, not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. So yeah, anyways, be respectful, be nice, don't claim stuff and then don't purchase it, because that is just so rude. That's Rudy Tooty. Okay, let's get going with this. All right, we're making a snowman in the middle of June because we can. Because Darlene said we can. All right. Okay, my gloves here are going to be green, and I have this great green. I don't know when I got this. It's called Desert Cactus, and it's just a different green. It's I like aloe would work, but I was looking at Desert Cactus and I thought that is just so darn cute. So everything that's Desert Cactus, I'm putting up right up there. So the gloves, the hat, band, and the buttons. So the mittens, all these pieces are gonna be green, and then white for our candy cane, and then we'll do the stripes. Red for our little heart, white for our snowflakes. Just taking it apart. I'm dissecting my snowman. His nose is going to be my, I always use spiced pumpkin. And then black for the hat. And white for his arms. Okay. White for his arms. That looks weird to do it backwards. Okay. And then his boots are black. And his body is white. And there you go. There's your snowman. Okay, let me just, I can do these like this. There you go. All right, so we got everything, and we got our paintbrushes, we have our palette. Let me just make sure that everything is where we can see it. Thank you guys. Thanks for the birthday wishes. Hi Beth, hi Lynn. Oh my goodness, guys. Yeah, another birthday. So I was really reflecting on things yesterday. and you know, I was thinking about something. Okay, so as we paint, I'm gonna chat. We're gonna chat. So 61 years ago, I might even cry a little bit. I was thinking about this last night. So 61 years ago, my parents received a message that their dream was coming true, that a baby girl was available for them to adopt. And so they started out from their home in Nampa, Idaho, and drove from Nampa, Idaho to Modesto, California, to a hospital to see the baby girl that had just been born and was going to become part of their family. My older sister, Dorothy, was, let's see, she was born in 1960, so she would have been 4 years old at the time. And I was born in 64. So she was 4 years old. She's born in January. So almost 4.5 years old. So they hopped in their vehicle and they drove all the way to California and arrived at the hospital. And I think that they got to see me. They didn't get to take me like right then. I think they saw me, and then the next day they were able to take me. But then I think about my mom, who made the true sacrifice, who placed me for adoption, who didn't have a great life going on right then at the moment, and didn't feel like she could provide me with the life that she thought I deserved. And so my mom, yeah, sorry. I knew I was going to cry. So my mom, my birth mother, she did what she felt was the best thing, and she gave me up for adoption to a wonderful family who loved me and cared about me and gave me the best life that they could. So sorry guys. I just been thinking about it a lot. That a lot happened. A lot happened 61 years ago today. And it must have been so hard for my birth mom, Janice, to do that. To give up a baby. I can't even imagine. Okay, so I can't imagine going through that and the hardship that she was having in her life and making that decision that I can't give this baby the life that she deserves, and I'm going to let another family have her. I can't imagine. So anyways, I'm grateful to her. You know, I'm a crier. And I'm also grateful that I found her later, and my sister Debbie is my half sister from my birth mom. So I found her, and my mom got remarried, years later, and ended up having a great life and having my sister. So anyways, I just have a lot to be grateful for today. And I'm just a crier. So I wanted to share that with you because I just kept thinking about it last night. And I'm a mess, sorry. It's my birthday and I'm crying. I'm crying because my mom chose to give me life. And so my entire life, since I was 5 years old, I knew I was adopted. I knew I was special, which didn't always feel special. Sometimes when you're told you're adopted, you feel like you're, the ugly stepsister. But my mom chose to give me life. And so that has formed my opinions on do I want to say it on whether or not I ever would, if I was in a position and I had to make a decision, that I would always give the baby life and not have an abortion ever. So anyways, I'm so grateful that she didn't choose to just get rid of me, and that she went through everything and gave me up. And that must have just been the hardest thing in the world, to hand your child over to someone else and then never know what's going on in their life. But sorry, I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer today, but guys, I just am so grateful. I'm so grateful she made that sacrifice, because I have such a wonderful family. I really do. I just have a great family. My parents and my sisters were just so good. Okay, can I look at comments? Because that'll probably make me cry too. Anyways, I'm crying on my birthday. And I'm just grateful that my mom chose to have me. and not just do the easy thing and get rid of me. So, all right. Let me paint this, and I'm gonna look at comments. You're probably gonna make me cry again. Oh my goodness, guys. Yeah, so that's, that's why I have such strong opinions about abortion, and that's just why I'm that way. Other people are another way, but that's why I am the way I am. If she could make that sacrifice, others could too. So, all right. Okay, so let me wipe my nose. I'm an ugly crier. I admit it. I am an ugly, ugly crier. So, okay. Hi, Janine. How are you? Thank you. Yeah, sometimes I have to cry. Sometimes I have to talk about my story. Yeah. So, thank you guys. Thanks. Okay. It's my birthday and I'll cry if I want to. Absolutely, Betty. So, okay. Please, darling, stop. You know, when I start crying, I don't stop. I have to think of something happy. Oh my gosh. Sorry. I have to wipe my nose or it's going to run down my face. All right. Oh, hi, Jeanette. Thank you so much. Okay. I am a very ugly crier, though. I'm glad that I'm not right up in front of your faces. Well, and I always tell you I'm an open book. I'm going to tell you what's on my heart. I'm going to tell you things that you may not want to hear. And you can always switch the channel if it gets too personal. And like I said, I am that way because of what I've gone through. And, I've made choices in my life when I've been going through something very difficult and had to make a decision on things. I've made decisions based on what happened to me. So, yeah. All right, let's think of something happy. Let's think of puppies. Let's think of puppies. Oh my gosh. So my husband, I know, he's funny because we always say, when these dogs are gone, we're not getting more. We have too many dogs. Do you know what he said the other day? He said, my next dog is going to be a great big doodle. And I'm like, what? What? You are already thinking about the next dog? I guess our neighbor, one of their kids got a little doodle puppy, and he's like, it's just so cute. I'm like, it's not going to stay little. It's going to get very big. He goes, I know. So can you believe that? I believe it. He is such an animal lover. If we had more property, we would probably have a rescue at our house, because every dog that I see, I want to save. And I'm like, I just want to save them all. They just have my heart. I see all these dogs that are found that go to the shelter, and they're there and they're on the euthanasia list, and I'm like, no. Thankfully, there's a lot of people that step up and adopt around here, but it is pretty sad that so many dogs are going missing. And a lot of white fluffy dogs. It hurts my heart every time I see that happen. I'm like, it's a bad time of year. Sorry, snuffly. It's a bad time of year for dogs to go missing out there, because if your dog gets out and is out in the heat, it can suffer from heat exhaustion. So, oh, now I did it. I mean, my nose is just like a mess. Sorry about that, guys. Like Betty said, it's my birthday and I'll cry if I want to. I cry and I laugh at the same time. I just don't know how that's even possible. But yeah. So I have to get packed this weekend. I have a dilemma with, I unpacked my suitcase pretty quickly from Africa that had all my clothing in it, but I had a suitcase that had food in it, and when they inspected it, they had opened things, and there's actually, well, and I don't blame them for it, but I had powdered milk in there because I didn't know if I'd be able to have powdered milk over there for my coffee. Well, they left the bag open, so this suitcase has powdered milk throughout it. I mean, I'm sure they probably had to test it thinking, is this cocaine? And I'm like, no, this is my powdered milk for my coffee, guys. Oh my goodness. All right, so I'm going to put one more coat of white. So 3 coats of white. I have my orange was desert cactus. I'm sorry, no, my green was desert cactus. My orange is spice pumpkin. My red is Tuscan red, and then black and white. All right, so, and I can do hard things. Today I can do really hard things, like painting a snowman in the middle of June. I can do hard things. So several of you have ordered this, and I'm like, I'm just going to paint a snowman today because I feel like it. Yeah, it's June, but it's okay because I do Christmas year round. I do. I love Christmas. So, thank you. Thank you, Betty. I know, next week we'll be hugging. I can't wait to see you. Sarah, Doris, I know. I can't imagine not having you in my life too. Thank you. I love my friends. You guys are amazing. I have the best people in my life. I really do. I am just one lucky person. I just am. Okay, my stripes. I'm gonna end up just using probably a larger brush. Do I have a small brush in here? I did not even look for that. I did not even look for a small brush. I'll probably just use the larger brush sideways. It would be nice if I had a small brush. Let me look. There's a smaller one. That one's smaller. Okay, so we need to do stripes, and we need to do cheekies. Cheekies. So what I'll do is I'm just going to move this up, and then I gave him a smile. So, oh, where's my ribbon? Did I bring my ribbon in here? I might have to go grab my ribbon. I don't know what happened to it. I probably dropped it. My dogs probably ate it by now. Let me do this, guys. Let me go grab my ribbon, and let me grab a smaller brush. That will be easier. So hang tight for 2 seconds while I go find my ribbon that I dropped somewhere. And my dogs are probably chewing on. Okay, I found my ribbon. I actually dropped it back in my craft room, which is a good place to drop it. My dogs will chew up anything. Okay, and I got a brush. Oops, I just stuck that in. You guys. Okay. Yeah, I just got green on my ribbon. What to do. I'm gonna grab a Clorox wipe. Let's see if we can salvage this. Oh, I don't know why I did that. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to show you how to tie the ribbon on, and then I'll get a new piece because this one is going to be... So I'll just show you how, and I won't glue it down. Oh my goodness. Can you believe I did? I believe I did that. Yeah. Because that's the way Darlene rolls. I tossed that right into my palette dish. Okay, so we're going to pretend there's no paint on that. But we know there is. Oh, well. The high where you are is... Okay, what is it? Let's see. Oh, I think it cut off. You walked 3 miles this morning and found a $50 bill on the sidewalk. Oh, wow, Sarah. That's so crazy. Laura finally got around to painting the Sweet Berry Farms yesterday, strawberries, and ended up getting 2 of the same kits and was missing the big strawberry. Oh, goodness. Yeah, just let me know which you're missing in it so I can send it with your next order. It's more Christmassy now. Yeah, isn't that funny? I just tossed it right in there. I don't know what I was thinking. It's okay. So, yeah, I'll dry that. I tried to use a Clorox wipe on it. That didn't work very well. But I want to show you how to tie it on there, and then I'll just replace it. So I guess I don't need to plug in my glue gun because I'm not going to keep that on there. Okay, so let's do cheekies. And I'm going to use my little round dauber. These are in the paint section, stencil section, sorry. By the paint, I'm going to use my vintage pink. And I'm going to grab a paper towel to dab most of that off. So, hey Julie, how are you? Happy Thursday. Okay, gonna dab it into the paint, and then I'm just kind of twisting, twist and shout. Okay, and then I'm gonna look and see where are the cheekies. Cheekies are gonna go here, and then under the nose area. So I just twist this as I'm putting it down. I twist. So, okay, and then if we dry that, I can put the black dots on. So I need to put little black dots for the mouth. Okay, so there's that. A snowflake goes on the left, and then there is the carrot nose. So I need to work around that. I am going to grab my stylus, and I'm going to use my black. And usually I'll just go like this and do 3 on one side. And then I go over to the other side and do my 3, just like that. All right, so we have our mouth. We'll dry that when we go to dry our candy cane. I need a little bit more red. I don't think that's quite enough for my stripes. I'm gonna do my stripes with Tuscan red. All right. Okay. So, and we will need white because we're going to there's a lot of white highlights on here. Okay, so I'm going to do my little stripies. Can you guys see? I think you can see. All right. I'm actually really excited about convention. There's quite a few things going on that are going to be fun. I was telling you guys about Chalk Tank, that's like Shark Tank. And that they're going to be doing, they're going to be presenting ideas for new product, like they do on Shark Tank. These will be people presenting ideas for Chocator to do new product. And so it's just going to be kind of fun. And I'm not one of the presenters, but I actually get to take part in that presentation. And that's all I'll say is that I got a little message yesterday. I was asked to help with that. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to be doing until I get there. But I'm like, I always just say yes. I never say, oh, I'll have to think about it. My answer when anybody asks me to help at convention or anything is always like, yes, I sure will. Absolutely. Without hesitation, I just say yes. I don't know what I'm getting myself into, but I'm excited. I'm excited to be able to be there and be part of it. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, so whatever they do, I'm in. Oh, guess what? I didn't give him eyeballs. Hello, let's give him some eyeballs. He might want to see, right? Our little snowman might want to see. Okay, it is scored. It does show you where the eyeballs go. So I'm just kind of using my stylus and drawing those eyeballs in. Now let's dry everything. Yeah, I'm excited too to tell you all about it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Thanks, Peggy. How are you? Let's dry this. Let's go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I'm going to go up with my chair. And then we're going to ink the edges. And then we're going to assemble it. And then we will put all the little white highlights on. So there's a little bit of details to this. I want to make sure we're completely dry. Okay. Put those eyeballs raised up on me. Okay. All right. There we go. Whew. I got itchy ear this morning. Allergy time. Okay, let's take all our pieces off so we can ink everything. Do you hear my tummy just growl? It went roar. Must be hungry. I might have to splurge and have In-N-Out burger today. So oh, I wanted to tell my sister, when I was going to Catalina last weekend, so I stopped on the way out of town. I stopped at In-N-Out burger, and I got my double hamburger protein style. So that's double meat, which they're just small, wrapped in lettuce with tomato and onion. And then I got French fries, and I can have their French fries because they are cooked in sunflower oil, and that's the only thing that's cooked in their oil. However, their fries did not taste good. I don't know why. I haven't figured it out why they didn't taste good. But I told my sister I am so disappointed because the fries tasted terrible. Terrible, I say. Okay, I'm going to start with all the black because I need to glue the base together. So I don't know what it was. I'm kind of thinking that it was that they actually fried them too long. Okay, I'm putting quite a bit of white on here. I think that might have been what happened because they were very, very crispy instead of the regular, how they're kind of like, sometimes they're a little soggy, but they have flavor. So In-N-Out fries. The hamburger tasted fine. The fries were horrible. I thought that it was, I'm like, have my taste buds not recovered since I had COVID after my Africa trip? I was thinking maybe my taste buds are still off. So I was actually really disappointed. I was not even able to finish my French fries because they tasted so bad. And I'm like, that's a first. That's a first that Darlene wasn't able to finish her French fries because I love In-N-Out French fries. So on my way back, I had to stop for gas because I left on Friday. I didn't even look down at my gas. I was just so excited to go and see my sister. I pulled out from my house and was on the road and was like halfway there. And I'm like, oh, you forgot to check and see if you have gas. I've never done that. I've always prepared and made sure my gas tank was full, but I was just so excited to get on the road. And I looked down and I had less than a quarter of a tank. And so on the way back, I had to stop and get gas on the way home. And I'm not so excited to pull over in any LA area and get gas. But I did. And okay, let's glue this together. Let's get this part together. So I was inking with white. So I pulled over and there happened to be an In-N-Out next to the gas station. And I decided, well, let's give this one a try. So I went to that In-N-Out and guess what? It tasted fine. So it was our In-N-Out here in Santee, California that had terrible fries. I was like, they better not be making it out of something else, using something else, and now my fries aren't going to taste good. Yeah, Carrie, what is it? What's causing them to taste that way? That's how these tasted too. I think I said that same thing to my sister. It tastes like cardboard. It was weird. I don't know what the difference was, if they cooked it too long, but it was terrible. It's the oil was old. Is that what it is? The oil's old. It was horrible. Okay, so I should have called and complained. And let them know, because yeah, it just tasted really bad. It didn't taste rancid. You know how you can kind of tell, but I was like, what the heck's going on? Yeah, maybe it was the oil. Okay, you're probably right. So so anyways, I was really disappointed, because I was like, oh man, I used to really like this, but that could make you stop eating it. But I decided to give it one more chance. So I might give it a chance today on my birthday. I might. So, anyways, what am I doing? Yeah, I do have to go out and drop off the laser tube. I didn't take it back to FedEx. So I do need to do that. So maybe while I'm out, because it's right there, it's right across the street in the other in another shopping center. That's where In-N-Out Burger is. So why not? And if I do it early, I won't be sitting in line. Yeah, maybe I'll do it around 2:00 and we'll call it my lunch. I could do anything I want. Or I could go and get it for Tara and I for lunch. She's not here for lunch anymore, though. She leaves at noon. Actually, she leaves a little bit before noon. My granddaughter has her cheer practices in the mornings at the high school. Yes, she's in high school now. And Tara has to drop her off every day. Okay, so I'm just getting all of my things inked. I don't ink my snowflakes. I leave them like that. Okay, let's start gluing together. Let's glue this cute snowman together. Gonna grab my glue. I do need to have a little bit of glue for the snowflake. I'll just use the end of this old sponge. Okay, so I had a whole bunch to glue last night, so I just started doing this. I put glue for the hat. I could put some glue for the nose. Here's some glue for the arms. I had this down. I glued 8 of them together last night. So actually 7, because I already had one done. And then for the feet, okay. So I got all my glue right there that I can do for the moment and get everything in place. Where's my nose? Who's got my nose? Who's got my nose? And then button. Who's got the button? Then arms. So it goes together fairly easily. And then zapatos. There's your shoes. Okay. And then here's the bottom of the shoes. We're going to put some glue for the hands, for the mittens, sorry, not the hands, the mittens. Okay, there's that. So here's the thing that you need to know. Okay, this mitten goes on like that, but this one, the candy cane goes first. So that goes like that. But you want a little bit of glue at the top to hold it. So that goes like that. And then the mitten goes over that. So yeah, so this is what it looks like. It looks like this. All right. And then the mitten goes over it. And then there's like little cuffs on the mittens. Oops. Okay, there we go. Lining it up. There's the top of the hat. There's the hat band. There's the cuffs on these guys. Oh, I forgot the heart. He has a heart. He has a little heart down here. Here's the top of the hat. And here's the hat band. Okay. And then this. And then we're going to do all the dots. we'll get our, well, we have snowflakes. Let's get snowflakes on. I'm still snuffly from crying. Sorry. Sorry. Oh my goodness. Oh my stars. Okay, so a little bit of glue for each of my little snowflakes. The smaller one goes on the cheek. And then you got the two at the top. So, and then we're going to do some dots. I need to find a different stylus. One of these goes down here. Okay, so he's all glued together. Let me see. I need a stylus that's a little bit bigger on the end. This one's really small. Is that one bigger? That one's bigger. Okay, perfect. So this one, so I need some white. Let me get some white paint. Okay. Oh my goodness. All right. So let me give you the link for this little guy. A bunch of you have already ordered, but let me give everybody the link. He's in the Christmas section by himself. Oh. So we have our regular Christmas kit, but this guy is in the Christmas section. So let me give you that link. So if you want him, I do have two different sizes. Okay, so there are two. This is actually the small. Yeah, believe it or not, this is the small. All right, let me put that link right there. And isn't this guy cute? All right, let's do our dots. Okay, let's just start at the top. I'm going to use the bigger end of the stylus, and I'm going to do like a dash and then dot, dot, dot. And then I'm going to do, whoops, then I'm going to turn it, and I need to put dots on here. So on the hat band, I'm putting a pattern of dots. And it really is just dots. You know, it is a pattern, but it is dots here and there. Okay, and then the big end again. So I'm switching back and forth from the big end to the small end. And then the small end on the nose. Do, 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 do. And then on the buttons. So I do a dash and then I dip back into the dash part. Okay, the candy cane actually has some line work on, or some highlights on that. I use the big end. And, okay. Oops, I dropped on there. Let me see if I can get that off. I got a little bit of white right there. Okay. All right. And then that on here. Look at how cute. It just adds to it. If you don't want to add the white dots, you don't have to, but look at how cute it makes it. It just adds to it. And I just kind of go back and forth on the areas if I want to do the big or the little end of my stylus to make different size dashes and dots. Okay, so if it's a small area, then I'm going to use the small side. Do, 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 do. And then, okay, almost there. And then we'll dry this. We'll dry it really quickly, and then we can put his scarf around his neck. So I'm just wiping the ends of that off. Let's dry this. And we'll put the scarf on there, even though I'm going to cut it off later. It says you've never been a fan of French fries. You love the burgers. Sorry. Either too soggy. Okay. You know what? I actually just am happy that I can have French fries somewhere. So I think that's why I love them so much, is that I can't have French fries at other places because they fry stuff in their oil. They're the only place around that only fries French fries in their oil. Other places fry fish patties and onion rings and tacos and all that stuff. So that's why I love them so much. Is because I actually can have them there. So, oh, I do need to have the glue gun plugged in for the base part. So, because I'll go back out and I'll grab a new piece of ribbon after I need to show you how to do it though. Okay, so we're done with that. And there's some areas that aren't completely dry, so I'm going to be careful with it. Okay, McDonald's has the best fries. Oh, yeah. I haven't had McDonald's fries in forever. Okay, this little, I'm going to move this. Guess what? The snowflake actually moved for some reason. I don't know what I did. It's my fault. Okay, there. Put you back where you go. Okay, so as far as this scarf, this is what you're going to do. I'm going to switch this one out because it's not supposed to have green on it. Kind of looks cute though. You actually wouldn't really know. You might just go, ooh, that's kind of an interesting ribbon or interesting scarf. Okay, so I just tied a knot and then I kind of pull those edges down. Let me grab my scissors and I am going to just do like a little, I'm going to cut it at an angle. And then I'll show you what I normally do. That's not quite the angle that I wanted. There we go. And then I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue under here. It actually isn't bad. I wonder if I should just do it. You guys, once the hot glue gun gets, I think I'm just going to go with it. I think it'll be fine. You're going to just glue it down. And that one I need to trim this side a little bit more. So I usually will push it down and see, do I need to trim it more? Because I want my buttons to show. So I'll just put a little bit of hot glue under there. Okay, so now we're ready to put it into the base. Okay, so see how it has more room in the front? That it goes on the front where all the extra pieces are. It kind of helps balance it. So you're going to put a little bit of glue right down here. And just put a tiny bit. It's not a lot. And then you're going to put this in. I usually will test it out and make sure that it fits. I didn't do that this time. But I knew that it fit because I did all the others. Okay, and there you go. And there's a little bit of glue that seeped out at the bottom. I'll just take a Q-tip and clean that up. And then when my hot glue gun is heated up, it's not quite yet, I'm gonna hot glue right there, and he'll be standing. Okay, so now I have him and another one. You did hear they're supposed to be changing their oil. Yes, I did hear that. Beef tallow. Your husband's vegan, so it's sad. Oh gosh, yeah, that will affect some people like that. I didn't think about that. Yeah, vegans may not be happy about the change. Yeah, I did hear beef tallow. I wonder how that will taste. I heard it's supposed to taste good, but that's what I wondered. So, so when the French fries tasted different, I was like, did they change? And I was like, no, I don't think they changed yet. But yeah, they are supposed to be changing to beef tallow. Okay, so there we go. We have our little snowman in the middle of June, guys. If you love them, give me a heart or something. Or a snowman. If you know where your snowman emoji is, give me a snowman. I should give myself a snowman. Where's my snowman? I'm going to look on my thing and see if can I find my snowman. Oh, I found a dancing girl. That's funny. That was not exactly what I was looking for. Snowman, where are you? Where are you, snowman? I'm gonna find you. You are here somewhere. Somewhere. I think it's where the flowers are. It's kind of funny. I didn't find it. I did not find it. I'm looking for my snowman so I can give myself one. I know there is one. I know you can do a search because I've had to do that before. Have you ever had to search your emojis? Oh my goodness. Where are they? There it is. There's a snowman. Snowman, snowman, snowman. There we go. You make beef tallow cream. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so I've heard that. Let's see. Okay, and Laura, you says your McDonald's cooks their fries in its own vat with no other things. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder what oil they use. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, guys. There's your snowman. All right. I love you all. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. I will see you tomorrow. Can you believe tomorrow's Friday already? We made it through the week almost. All right. Love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for being here. And happy birthday to me.